Yo, what's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team, and welcome to What's Up Wednesday on the Cowboy Huddle Podcast. Give it up. Oh, yeah. This is where we are tonight, and I thank you, everybody, for coming in tonight. I know we are just now going live. I'm having a little technical difficulties, but, man, I'm going to tell you, you just don't know what takes place trying to set up. And I look like I got everybody coming in now. I gave everybody a bad link, so let's see if I can get them up. Hello, Cowboys Corner.
What up? What up?
What up, fellas? What's going on? I gave the last week link last week, so yeah, that's where we are. So running behind today, and here we are, man. On What's Up Wednesday, Cowboy Corner. How you doing today, man?
Doing good. Doing real well.
All right. Well, we're 8 days away before the draft. And Cowboys champ, what's going on with you, brother? How you doing?
How y'all guys doing today?
Oh man, I'm doing good. Let's see, we got somebody else in the house. We got football junkie in the house. Give it up, football junkie. Yeah. What's up, football junkie? How you doing, man?
Oh, good. How y'all fellas doing today?
No, I know you're right, man. I know you're right. On
this doing
Wednesday. Good. On this Wednesday. Yeah, guys. But let me say this first before we get started. I want to give a big shout out to all of the subscribers and all the followers of the Cowboy Huddle podcast. Again, like I always say, without you guys, this is totally impossible. So we thank you on today, and we're just a bunch of Cowboy fans. So we're fans first, and then we report the news. Give it up. All right, so here we are, guys. So y'all see the title today is the defensive identity shift for the Cowboys, and we've all heard a lot of things that's been going on with the Cowboys, man, and the rumors and the moves that has taken place, especially with this defense, and knowing that we got Christian Parker on board now. So this basically looking like something different for the 2026 season. Let me get some of these comments up here. We got some comments. I was waiting on my moderator. She's not here yet. So we got a few people in. We got Daniel. Man, that's a long name. And we're just going to just say Daniel. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Give it up to Daniel. Derry Berry Sports Highlights 5851. That's who that is. All right. Then we have, who else we got in here? All right. We got, what's up, fellas? Asian Persuasion. Give it up.
My dog.
Dog. Yeah, he's in here, man. So, yeah. So, man, I want to get into some things, man, and talk about some things. As you guys know, man, that we've been seeing a lot of moves on this defensive side of the ball, man. And I guess the question is the traditional Dallas defense, is it dead? I mean, I guess that's the question, because we're seeing a lot of move. And I say that because we see that this organization is making aggressive moves to get more younger players, more hybrid players. So I guess starting with you, Corner, do you think this traditional defense that we've been running in the past is dead? We're looking at something new, or do we expect
when you say traditional, are you talking about Dan Quinn traditional?
Yeah, the takeaways, cover two, Tampa 2 defense. That's what we've been seeing for years. So, yeah,
I think you're gonna get Christian Parker's tradition here. You can't keep the same old stuff. The same old stuff got you 32nd ranked last year. You can't keep the same old stuff. So the 5-2-4 hybrid that he wants to run, the 4-2-5 hybrid. I mean that he wants to run. 3-4 by nature. I think that's just pedal in the water. I don't think you'll see a formation of 3-4 not one time, unless it's like a pass situation. But other than that, I think Christian Parker is going to bring in something fresh. But I just hope that the guys can handle this, because if they couldn't handle Matt Eberflus's terminology, and this guy wants you to do multiple positions and multiple things with multiple sets, you have to be able to do it.
That and that we're going to get into that. That is a good statement that you just made, man, because that is one of the concerns. Cowboys champ, what do you think? I mean, do you think the traditional Tampa 2, the 4-man front, that have we seen the last of that, you think?
They are going to play. Not every defense played some form of Tampa 2, especially in different patch situations against, the matchup against teams. But as far as the Cowboys concerned, I'm hoping they can go on an aggressive approach as far as the players when they do the play calling. But like I said, it's right now. It's too early to tell right now to see what direction they're gonna go. We just got to wait and see.
What do you think, football junkie? What do you think about that question that I asked earlier? Do you think we've seen the last of the Tampa 2, the 4-man front with the 3 linebackers, or you think he would probably implement some of that into his scheme?
I think it'll be implemented in the scheme, but it's going to be a decoy situation, down and distance situation. But it's going to be. They might show you a 4-3, but that other person might be creeping in line as an outside linebacker.
Right.
Because when you look at let's just take a page out of some games we've seen Philly play over the years, uh, with Parker there, and when you think about Denver when he was the understudy there at Denver, they have a habit of dropping back the nose tackle. They have a habit of doing that. He has a habit of doing that, flexing the nose tackle back into the middle zone. He has a habit of doing that. Um, so he's a schemer. So
Yeah.
we might see a variation of it, but it's not going to be that. It's all about keeping the offense guessing and on their heels on what he's trying to do. He has a good resume for is just being able to dial up some things and whatnot. And for as like Cowboy Corner said about having players smart enough to be able to have the IQ to be able to process what he's wanting to do. And I believe these players are going to have the IQ to do what he needs them to do because they're handpicked, except for the main stage.
Okay. Before we go any further, man, we got to definitely. I appreciate this information, Brandon, the game and championship. Former Cowboy.
Your mic just went out. Yep, I can read your lips. I'm not playing games. But anyway, so yeah, former Cowboys center John Fitzgerald passed away at age 77. May he rest in paradise. G, are you back? All right, G's not back, so I'm going to go with Cowboys champs here real quick. Cowboys champs, did you know anything about John Fitzgerald being an old school guy?
Oh, of course, the 1977 Super Bowl champion. Yeah, he played with the Atlanta offense at the prime of the flex offense.
All right. What about you, football junkie? You know?
I've heard of him, but I'm not. I'm not too memorable of him. As far as Cowboys goes, with him being the center for the Cowboys, I've seen his name flashed across the screen as in highlights and stuff like that during games and whatnot. But he's a legend.
Yeah, he's most definitely a legend. Cowboys champs mentioned that he won a Super Bowl with us, so he will forever be a legend. He'll forever be a Super Bowl champion. G. Hampton, are you back?
I hope so, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good.
Woo. Anyway, okay. I'm still having difficulties. So let's keep going on with that. But yeah, that is the question. But I want to get into this before I got to check this mic. I don't know what's going on with my microphone. But let me ask you a question. So when we talk about these hybrid players, we also want to go back and talk about some of the veterans that we have seen released or cut or something like that. So I'll start with you. I'll start with you, football junkie. When we talk about Trayvon Diggs, Trayvon Diggs was here for a while, but we know he was a veteran. He's no longer here. So what were some of the limitations that actually hurt Trayvon, to continue to be here at the with the Cowboys?
Trayvon, excuse me. One of my biggest takes dealing with Trayvon Diggs has to be that he was a divider. He wasn't able to be a part of the unified front. He was a segregator, and a lot of the things and a lot of his antics tended to show because he was choosing and picking and choosing how he was going to go about to be a participant with the team. Um, but Trayvon Diggs, basically the injuries and stuff like that also plays a big role in his demise with the Cowboys also. And being that him and Michael Parsons was coupled at the hip in a lot of things where they acted and interacted with the team and stuff like that.
Okay.
Um, it had played a various degree of things to do with it.
Right. Right. And not only Trayvon Diggs, but Cowboys champ. What about Donovan Wilson? Donovan Wilson was one that was here a few years and looked like he does not fit the scheme of Christian Parker. So what was it about Donovan Wilson that this did not fit this scheme that Christian Parker is trying to bring for this 2026 season? Champ, you there?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, your mic is breaking up real bad.
That's on you. It's clear for me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my take on Donovan Wilson, he probably been playing our position since day one. Because some players they can pick up any schemes. Other players, you have to work with them. Donovan Wilson, if he didn't work out, it's time to move on. Find the players that's going to fit Christian Parker's scheme.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And there's one Cowboys corner that he's still on the team, but I know he's been injured. Well, it's two of them, CJ Goodwin and Josh Butler. I mean, CJ Goodwin's been with the team since 1992, if you ask me. But this guy, he is the specialty king, but they have him listed as a cornerback. So, and Josh Butler, we know he just came off of ACL. So do these guys fit this scheme? I mean, I know it still has yet to be known if he does, they do or not. But what do you think about these two guys?
When you look at the depth, right, and PJ Locke, I think forces Goodwin out of here. And when you look at Josh Butler's injury and what in the snaps that he played late in the year last year, I think that he's going to be an odd man out here. I mean, you look at Kobe Durant they brought in that former Lions player. You got Deron Bland there. You got Revel. You got Carson. The corner room is a crowded room, and I think Josh Butler and Goodwin would be the odd man's out with the replacement of PJ Locke filling in that special teams role for Goodwin there.
What about so I'm gonna ask you this too, real quick, corner. What about Kobe Durant? How do you feel about Kobe Durant? I mean, he's a veteran. What was his? I mean, we're talking about 13 DBs with safety. Mm-hmm. We have 13 DBs. I mean, it's a crowded secondary. So where does Kobe Durant fit on this defense?
Oh man, Kobe Durant. If you look at him when he played with the Rams, he was a slot guy. And if you watch that last playoff game with the Rams, I mean, he was a monster against the Seahawks. And I mean, Sam Darnold's the quarterback. He's a Super Bowl champion, so you don't want to take anything away from that. But at the end of the day, though, he was a menace. He had a couple of picks in the playoffs. The dude had his best game in the best spotlight. And Cowboys, we know they fold in the biggest games under those spotlights. So this guy rose to the occasion. So you want to talk about high IQ, high energy, high plan. Yeah. Kobe Durant is that guy.
And I recall, corner, he had a couple of interceptions in that game.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. That could have almost turned the game around.
Yep.
So okay, we got Franklin Matt. I don't want to mess this name up. We got Franklin in the house. Give it up for Frank. He's in the building. Give it up. But again, football junkie and myself, we talked about this crowded secondary, man. But so that leads us to PJ Locke. I mean, he looks like another slot guy to me as well. So, or he could be, one of the safety positions. I don't know, but that's something. I mean, that's something to question as well. Again, this is a really, really deep, crowded secondary room. And we see that look like that the organization is basically moving toward hybrid players. Okay, so I guess Cowboys champ, what are some of the advantages when we're looking at a lateral agility metric in today's game? When we're looking at these type of players, these hybrid players, what is the advantages of having these type of players in your organization?
All I can think of, they're faster, leaner and faster.
I mean,
because how the way the offense are set up right now, everybody into a spread formation. You need faster players in order to keep up with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Football Jake,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I agree. I agree with Cowboy Champ to an extent because you could be leaning faster all day long, but if you don't have fluid hips, that speed don't mean nothing because these guys that have been handpicked are guys that have worked with Christian Parker before. He has had hands-on training with these guys, pretty much every single one of them. He know these guys and know that what their skill sets are. And you got to be if you go like Cowboy Corner was talking about the guy for the Rams. This dude was making over the
Yeah.
head dadgum interceptions,
Yeah.
running away with his back to the quarterback. He's catching the ball like is the receiver on offense. These dudes are ball hawks, like I was saying the other day. All these dudes are ball hawks, and any team think they supposed to throw some short dink and dunk games with the Cowboys with these DBs, they jumping you. These dudes, they are gamblers.
So, and I guess that's what we can say. Yeah, and I guess that's the most exciting part about this secondary, that it's going to be competitive. We can all agree. I guess we know that this is going to be competitive, and there's no room for error when we're talking about some of the veterans that's still on this team and some of the free agents that we brought into the team. So there is a potential corner that we may be trading up for a hybrid player. So what are your thoughts on trading up for a hybrid player? And that one player that a lot of people are talking about that's been that's circling the media is Sonny Styles. So yeah, this is a possibility now that that the Cowboys are talking to a couple of teams out there. So what do you think about trading up for a hybrid player like somebody like Sonny Styles?
No. Cowboys.
Wait a minute.
The Dallas Cowboys are not one player away. The Dallas Cowboys need to stick and pick BPA. You got a second-year head coach in Schottenheimer. You got a rookie defensive coordinator. If your dreams are a Super Bowl, you are more delusional than I thought. You have to stay and pick. I mean, if you go down the list of players that they want to trade up for, are they really worth it? You got Reese, who was a one-year wonder at Ohio State. You got Sonny Styles, who is terrible at covering tight ends and wide receivers. You got Caleb Downs, who has a knee injury, and then you got
what's his name?
These players that are Jerron McCoy with his ACL. Like you have these players that this free agency class wasn't pretty. Your top name was Max Crosby. He got traded and then kicked back to his other team, right? There was Jalen Phillips was the talk of the town when he signed with Chicago Bears, leaving the Eagles. Jalen Phillips ain't nothing. The Dolphins just traded his ass just a few months ago, right? This free agency class wasn't good, and this draft class isn't that draft class, right? When you think of Reese, you don't think of TJ Watt. You don't think of Myles Garrett. When you think of Caleb Downs, you don't think of Waddle. You don't think of the wide receiver. God, what's his name? Ed. Who?
Which one?
Somebody for the Seattle
or Chancellor? Yeah. You don't think Ed Reed. You don't think of Ed Reed. Yeah, you don't think of Ed Reed. You don't think of Troy Polamalu, right? Caleb Downs, is he good? Absolutely. He's a first-round talent for a reason, but is he worth trading up for? No. Then you got Reese. You don't think of TJ Watt. You don't think of Ed Reed. And then with Sonny Styles, a linebacker, you don't think of Ray Lewis. You don't think of Urlacher. You don't think of Brian Kushner. You don't think of good linebackers in this league that they compare to, right? So having said all that, these players are not worth trading the farm for because this team is bigger, needed than one player.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that because now this is what it looks like. So let's what do you guys think about Bain Jr. after the car incident story came out? He won't even be. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I like.
You got to stay away from T-Rex.
Yeah, he's probably the only one that's going to fit the defensive end position because the defensive and the 3-4 versus the 4-3 are totally two different types of defensive end. You're right.
Let me ask you this, G. You said you like Bain, right?
Yeah.
How many players in the league with his arm length has played at a high level?
What's his name from Pittsburgh, dude?
Well, now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna name one. Dwight Freeney. Dwight Freeney was only 6'2", during that 270. But again, he played in the 4-3. So that's one thing about Banks. And that's what I was just saying. It's one thing to play in the 4-3 versus the 3-4. 3-4, you got to be 290 plus. It ain't no 255. It ain't no 255, 260.
What's homeboy name that played for Pittsburgh that ran the touchdown back, the interception back for what, 92 yards? Something like that.
But he played outside linebacker though.
Yeah.
You talking about big strong man. What's his name? Yeah.
I can't think his name.
Yeah. So I like Bain Cowboy corner, but the thing about it is I don't think he can play in that 3-4. He can't. I mean, dude, it's different.
He can't play in the league, period.
And we'll find out. James Harrison. There you go. Thanks, Nate. James Harrison. That's his name. So, but Connor, going back to what you were saying, and I'm going to cut you off, Football Junkie, but I want to throw this out here as well. But we're not saying, trading the whole form because what we're doing, we're moving up to 4, but we're giving up our 12 and 20. But we're taking the 4th pick and the 39th pick. But what that does for the Browns actually get 3 picks. But we'll still get the two picks, but we'll get them at 4th and at the 39th pick. But what you're doing, you're giving up your 12th and your 20th. Let's get with Cowboy Chat. Cowboy Chat, what you think about that situation? What about that? What do you think?
I said stay where you at.
Stay where you at.
Stay where you at. Because like what Corner said, you're not one player away. You are several players away. And again, I hate to piggyback, but you still got a rookie head coach, and you got a inexperienced DC.
He's not inexperienced.
And you got way too many players that we don't know. I know we can look at their highlights, but we don't know how their talent is going to transform into whatever system that this Cowboys team is going to run, in the upcoming year.
Yeah.
So the best thing to do is try, if you do decide to trade down, get, like you say, with a 20 pick, try to pick up additional pick within the 50 so you can get 3 top players in the top 50.
Well, I don't know if you can do that, but we damn sure we can fall back. Bring that one back up, Brendan Games. What? Bring that one back up for me, please, moderator. But what you can do is you probably can fall back from the 20th to the 25th and get a 2nd round pick. You could, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But if you can trust front office to do that.
Yeah. Brandon, the game and championship said Colin Cowherd said earlier today on the herd trading up for Sonny Styles would not be smart for Dallas, and I agree. And it's kind of what, and I know what people saying, man, you how can you pass on him? But here's the deal, guys. There is called rookie growing pains. There's rookie growing pains, but not only that, with a rookie, you're not only just teaching the plays, you have to coach them up as well into a new system. So as a coach, do you want to take that I don't even know if it's a risk, but do you want to take that risk of bringing in a rookie to run your middle linebacker along with other unexperienced linebackers that we have with Demarion Overshown, Maurice Luafau, Donovan Ezeraku? So Football Junkie, would you take that risk? I mean, now you got a bunch of inexperience on this on the second level. What do you think?
It's pretty much like I said the other day, man. It's done a lot. It's done a lot where rookies are given the keys to the car to call shots on the defense. It's done a lot. It's all about making the right decision on that draft pick. You have to hit a home run on that situation. Because if you don't hit the home run on the situation, now you got a nuke situation. You got a problem.
Yeah.
So you want to be pinpoint, concise, and accurate about who, what, and when you want them to be able to do what you want them to do and need them to do. So it's all project. Everybody's a project to me.
Yeah. Well, and not only that, but yeah, and you again, like I say, you're taking a risk, but it's a risk. It's a risk that you're taking, and I rather stay where I am.
I throw this back at you though. It's all of y'all. I mean, everything's a project coming out the draft every year. Everybody is a project. The project is going to be successful. The project's going to fail. What this project we could possibly we done it as Cowboys. We've had Cowboy fans and haters all have seen the Cowboys squander their opportunity at grasping that particular player, but they choose not to do it. And we see these players go elsewhere and just perform lights out.
I disagree with every draft pick is a project, and here's why. When you're drafted in round 1, 2, and 3, those guys are supposed to have the it factor. These are top 100 prospects in the NFL, right? And if they don't have the it, they become bust. And coaching and developing has a lot to do with that bust. But when you look at the 4th round, 5th round, 6th round, 7th round, those are the projects, right? Can he play special teams? Can he develop in year 2? What does he look like in year 3? So when you're drafting players between 1 and 100, these guys have to be day one starters. You can't sit here and patty cake, because the Dallas Cowboys have played patty cake. Look at our draft classes the last 5 years.
Smith.
They've drafted 30 players on defense, and only 9 of them are on the team right now. That's pathetic. That could be coaching, that could be developing, and that could be they don't have the it. Mozzie didn't have the it. Diggs fell off the face of the earth. Michael Gallup fell off the face of the earth. A lot of these, Terrence Steele went undrafted. You didn't even count in this, right? Tyler Guyton, a first-round talent. He don't have the it to play left tackle. So you have to have all your ducks in a row when you're drafted, because in rounds 1, 2, and 3, you can't afford for these guys to be projects.
But just think about it. Go ahead.
And the thing about that, if you're going to draft Sonny Styles at that high in the draft, he can't be sitting on a bench. There's no way he's sitting on a bench. I expect him to contribute at day one. if you're going to go jump that high. And like we just said, we got this down here. They should have signed a veteran linebacker free. I'm still for that. I was hoping that we get a veteran green dot player to be the signal caller, but we don't know. It could still happen. It could still
Yeah, it can
happen,
still
but
happen. It can still happen.
yeah, but again, you're taking some risk when you're bringing in a rookie to be your green dot with a bunch of unproven linebackers. And that's what we have. We have a bunch of unproven linebackers. So it's going to be some growing pains, So, Brandon, the gaming championship, the NFL has started onboarding potential replacement officials as an expiration of its collective bargain agreement with the NFL Referees Association approaches clubs were informed. Well, yeah, I heard, man.
You know
Yeah.
what else to do? It's just to be some crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, I heard something. But you heard anything about that corner or champ?
No, I haven't. That's why Brando is the best moderator in the game. Big shout out to Brando. He keeps the Cowboys corner comments in check and in order. He is the best moderator in the game. I'm blessed to have him.
They had talked about that about 3 weeks ago, almost a month. Yeah, it's just be crazy. It's just be crazy. It just be real.
They need to put in there in the new collective agreement about accountability for these refs. I mean, they just can't be out here saying, "Oh, we're human, we made mistakes." Because I mean, there's either start fining the referees or take parlays out of gambling. That will stop one of the two shits. Because I mean, they're screwing with people's chicken here.
No, it ain't gonna happen.
And that's why they're considering it, because they know that's the parlays. They the league know what's going on. That's why they're thinking about it. So yeah, you might see some changes with that. So it's going to be something to see. Now there was somebody said about Booker. Booker was not a bust. No, we're not saying every first rounder that we drafted was a bust. No, Booker, Tyler Booker is that dog. He is that guy. So yeah, we definitely can say that. But there has been a few Taco Charlton and guys like that. What you got, Cowboys champ?
Don't forget about the second round. When was the last time the Cowboys had consecutive years splash on second rounds?
Well, we got Schoonmaker. What are you saying? We wouldn't got Schoonmaker. Give it up. And that, I know Cowboy Chip. I know exactly what you're saying. That's crazy.
You forgot about Boss Man Fat.
He was third round.
Second rounder. You got
second.
It was second rounder.
That was drive-by. I call him drive-by.
Fifth quarter Cowboys calls him Murder Man.
Hey, yeah. I guess you're right, man.
To be honest, your third, second, and third rounders should be contributed to your team. But the Cowboys, for over a decade, second round pick has been a project. They always get the person who either have a close to being in prison for the rest of their life, or they haven't recovered from an injury.
Yeah.
So the Cowboys think they can fix everything with second round.
So let's look at the high stake analysis of this thing, man. When we're talking about the elite lateral speed and interchangeable players that we're looking for, it seems that's the route we're going. So I guess the question is, what are some of the calculated risks when you're going with these hybrid players that are asked to do multiple tasks? What are some of the risks? I mean, when we're talking about the high stake analysis of going this route, and we know about Christian Parker's defense, you're going to see a lot of different things. You're not going to have a elite lockdown player on one person. These guys are going to be doing having different assignments. So what are some of the risk in that, being aggressive like that?
I mean, when you're going against some teams that have elite caliber type of quarterbacks, and they have a good to great deep offensive front. I mean, let's just say all around offensive. You going against an all around offensive team, and and you got this offense has a OC that has got his wits together. That could
Right.
be one of those situations you run into
Yeah.
a OC that is willing to pick his poison. You
Yeah.
know, he'll play your game just to keep moving the ball until he's able to hit you with something over the head.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Corner. What do you think, man? What could be some of the risk when you come with aggressive style play, with this type of hybrid, defense that we're looking to put on the field this season?
Yeah. So you have to have your outside linebacker set the edge, right? If they bite on the RPOs, you're gonna be
It's a wrap.
kind of goofy out there. If your nickel isn't playing at a high level, you're going to get toasted as well. They have to be on all cylinders here. This miscommunication under Matt Eberflus cannot happen under Christian Parker's. The details matter. The situations matter in game time situations. Knowing your keys, knowing what you're doing. They're going to be playing a gap and a half assignments, right? So Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, they have to understand who's guys what at what running back gap. And if they don't understand the 1.5 gap, you could be getting gashed, or your linebackers, or your linebacker, or your strong safety. Probably both are going to be leading your team in a lot of tackles.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna add this, as far as the communication breakdown. These guys, and again, like you said, they have to know what they're doing, and this is a risk. Communication breakdowns. If somebody hit the wrong, and like you just said, somebody missed the wrong gap or do something wrong, that could break for a 50-yarder or a TD. We're talking about somebody like Aaron Rodgers, maybe a Tom Brady. Somebody that's seen this type of scheme. That's the risk that you could take. But it's something. But with that being said, let's get into some of these statements we got, some of these comments we got moderated. And I got to give it up for my moderator, because my moderator is one of the best as well. Give it up for Mr. Fleabug in the background.
Fleabug.
All right. It's in the house. Bring up some of those comments if you don't mind, moderator. I really should appreciate it. And Brandon, we appreciate you too, man. Thank you for stepping in for corner, man. We appreciate everybody that supported this. Oh, green dot style. I mean, again, when it comes to green dot, man, I think personally, guys, I want somebody with some experience. If we was talking about, oh man, I'm just his name, just the old dude, played for Seattle.
Chancellor.
Oh God, no.
Oh no, you talking about the linebacker went over there to Washington?
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Give me. Anyway, someone like him. Come on, somebody in the chat. Someone tell me. I forget his name. Dang it. But anyway, someone like I almost said his name. But someone like that, man, don't need a lot of hybrid out of them, but just to know the defense, and make sure everybody's in place. But again, man, when we're talking about this linebacker core, man, we're talking about this DeMario Overshawn is still unproven. Wagner, Bobby Wagner. Thank you. Nate Dogg, give it up for Nate Dogg. Boy, I'll tell you. Way to go, chat. See somebody like Bobby Wagner, just know the defense and make sure people. But when you're going to get the Sonny Styles that's learning the NFL, and then you got DeMario Overshawn on one side, you got Lua Fowl and maybe Donovan. And I'm going to ask you this, your corner. Ezaraku definitely has got to move to the outside linebacker. He cannot play the defensive end. He's too light, right?
Yeah, he's not a 5 tech.
No,
not in a 3-4.
No,
but yeah, he's gonna have, which is good, right? Because Ezaraku can stand up, and not it's a less step that he has to do. He can just go attack, outside contain, and attack, right? Versus getting up, too many tools in the toolbox, overthinking what you got to do. You can bull rush, I mean, look what man, y'all remember Tank? He was a Bronco, or not Tank. Where he was a Bronco when he did it, but he went upfield. He faked the spin. The guy bit so hard he was like fighting ghosts, and Ware went around and got the sack. As a Raku, and now has the freedom to do stuff like that.
Yeah. But we also got to wonder how effective lure file is going to be at the outside.
Yes, he will have to drop in coverage. Yes, he will. And certain, you know what? In certain times, because in your 3-4 by nature, the beauty of it is you don't know who's coming. So Ezra Raku could come, Rashawn Gary could come. You don't know who's coming, so that's what keeps the quarterback on his toes.
Hey, yo.
He will.
But so with that being said, and that's the rate.
What's wrong? What happened? What happened? What did I say?
You good, ma'am. You good. You good.
What did I say?
You good, bro. Yeah. You good.
He will.
Just keep coming, man. Just keep coming. And so again, that's why we're talking about Clowney. Clowney did great in the 4-3 defense, but again, can he drop in? And everybody's talking about, oh, go get Max Crosby. Number one, he can't play in the 3-4 deep. He's too light for that. So now you got to move him out to the outside linebacker. And the question remains, can he drop in coverage? So, you know, that's the difference. It's a different playing the defensive end in 4-3 and then trying to play in the 3-4. So a lot of people are talking about certain defensive end that we need to bring in. But I don't know. Did we release Clowney? I don't know if Clowney's still around or did we release him? But
he's a free agent.
He's a free agent.
Yeah. He doesn't fit the scheme. You know, he doesn't fit the scheme. We're asking the guy that puts his hand in the dirt to drop back in coverage. It's just one of those things that I don't think some of these defensive end can do. So that's where we got any more comments out there? Let's see what we got in the chat. In the chat, what we got? Moderate them. Let's hear what they got to say. I think they had a few things. Haven't had a decent green dot. Yeah, Vander Esch was one that basically just couldn't stay healthy, man. He couldn't stay healthy, and we need a green dot, man. We need that's probably the last. But do you guys agree? You know, we need a veteran middle linebacker, or you guys think we should get one from the draft, Football John?
I mean, honestly speaking, man, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I'd rather have Jacob Rodriguez. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Reckham Tech.
Yes.
I would rather have Rodriguez because he's aggressive. He can drop back in coverage. You don't have to worry about his coverage, his being able to drop back in coverage. And the dude just knows how to separate the ball from the opponent. He's just relentless about that. I don't think I've ever seen a linebacker do it like that.
Yeah.
And if he can carry that over to the NFL, that's a plus. That's a plus.
Yeah, you have to be like you're right about that. That's true. Brando said, I want Cowboys to plug up the middle so other teams can't run. Yeah, I know it, man. Rico, that was personal. Rico doubted that was personal. That was personal. Rico wanted
shout out to my guy, Fifth Quarter Sports Channel. He rebranded over there. Big shout out to him.
Fifth Quarter, what's up? Grab that link. You know you're more than welcome to come on, brother. I know you got some content. Come on with it if you want to. I think I'll put it up there again just in case you want to step in for a minute. I know he got something to say, Corner. I know he do.
He always do.
Yeah, man, I know. He always.
We've been debating for 10 years. and guess what? Let me tell you something.
Don't even say it. Don't say it.
I'm on a 10-year winning streak.
The man is not even on here to defend himself. We're not gonna know unless he comes on to defend himself. And we know what that's gonna turn into. That's gonna turn into an argument. We already know.
You're gonna lose it too. My reign still stays.
Yeah, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys this. So what would his blueprint of this defense going to look like? I mean, Corner, I mean, we're talking about hybrid. We're getting rid of a lot of these veterans. We're coming in with some young players. We're We're moving in a different direction. What is this blueprint going to look like? I mean, what is the philosophy or the theory of going forward and what it's going to look like? I go, Phil. Let me bring on Phil on up. Give it up for Phil. Shoo! Phil.
10-year winning streak.
Hey, Phil, you heard what he said. Don't fall for it, Phil. You heard what he said. Don't fall for it, man.
Man, look, man. I got enough video clips on corner for being wrong to last a year, man. I got enough clips on
I told you this the other day. I wasn't wrong. I just wasn't right that day.
Oh boy.
Wait a minute.
You're wrong a lot, my brother.
I just wasn't right that day. That's what it was.
You've been wrong a lot. But what's up with y'all guys, man?
Oh, no, man.
We just sit here chopping it up as Cowboys fan. We're just looking at, talking about these picks and the rumors of Cowboys being able to probably moving up to the sixth pick and giving up the 20th and the 12th pick. And I guess I can ask you that. What do you think? Would you agree to doing something like that, or what do you think, brother?
Yeah, if they're getting a quarterback.
Wait a minute.
If they're going up to 6 to get a quarterback, yo, let's go.
It's the wrong draft to do that.
Unbelievable. No, they've been chopping. I mean, and they're saying that Dak's window is small, and it wouldn't be bad.
When you've been losing 10 years with the same guy, it ain't never the wrong draft, brother.
Wait a minute. This chat for the fire up, boy. You can't do that. Phil, you started something.
Like 2 years ago, I told you Sam Darnold was gonna win a Super Bowl. You'd admitted me to the crazy house. You'd have called them folks on me if I told you Sam Darnold was gonna win a Super Bowl.
I mean,
you never know, man.
You're right. You never know. But one thing I do remember about Sam Darnold in college. He come from a Power 5, USC, and he was scrappy. Very scrappy.
Like I said, if I'd have told you 2 years ago, a guy like him would have been tossed around to win a Super Bowl, you'd have called them folks on me. Now, come on, now let's keep it real now.
So did you call that, or
there's no way none of us would have ever pitched that guy would have won a Super Bowl ever.
No.
So what I'm saying is,
did you say it 2 years ago?
No, but remember we argued with Uncensored when he was with the Vikings, and Uncensored was saying that how good he played. We was like, come on, bro, it's Sam Darnold. Remember, me and you argued with Uncensored when he was with the Vikings, and we was like, bro, no, that's why he been tossing team to team. So I was giving him crap, but he proved me wrong. I thought he would. What did you know? You put some pieces around a guy that you just need to drive the bus, and a guy that know how to get it done can get it done.
Hey,
they told me Dak better than Sam Darnold. That's what they told me.
Like,
well, Dak, but how long has? Go ahead, Corner.
I was saying Dak's still a bus driver. He just can't qualify for his medical card no more. He about to lose his license.
Oh
man, man, Dak don't drive the regular bus. He drive that new short bus.
He drives that city van. He drives that city transport van.
He riding around and getting it, man.
But so here's the question: How did Sam Darnold get there? It wasn't just his talent. Because if it was his talent, he would have won.
No. That defense was something different, man. Good Lord. The coaching and all he needed to do was just make the right plays when he needed to, and don't make the wrong ones at the wrong time. And that's
he didn't make any wrong plays.
I tell you something. I throw this out there. That stop in Minnesota redefined him because they coached him up over there in Minnesota.
Yeah, they did. They
got him ready for Seattle.
Now hold on. There you go. Nate Dawg said the same thing. We had the same.
That's why I was going. That's why I went where I went.
Wait a minute.
That's why I went where I went when I talked about that defense.
Wait a minute. Y'all, we're not going to do no anti-Dak right now. Listen.
Hey, man.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to defend you, Dak. Listen. Dak don't play. Watch this. I'm going to tell you what you always hear. Dak don't play defense.
Hey, man. QB win games.
Hey, Dak do be no. Dak plays defense. He has to make all them tackles for all those interceptions he throws.
Stop it.
We had more sacks and interceptions in 22 than Seattle had this past season.
Well, see, look at this in the comment. Good defense, good running game, good receivers. That's what didn't see. That's why I can't now listen. We got it. We got to give them a pass on that. We had a terrible defense.
No, wait a minute. Not in 22. No, sir. 54 sacks. Double digit interceptions.
Yeah, 22. Okay, back to 22.
I'm just comparing when you have the formula to win and you don't get it done. Sam Darnold finally showed why they drafted him so early. All you got to do is do your job the right way. He did his job the right way, and he looked like somebody with a good defense. In 22, we was flying high. I repeat this 1,000 times. I'm going to keep saying it. We were the only team that held San Fran to that type of score in a playoff game that year when they were scoring what they were scoring on teams because our defense was that good. And our quarterback couldn't get 20. That window was small. He missed his window. So if we getting us a quarterback early, it ain't never too late when you've been here a decade and you ain't won nothing. I want to see something else. I'm okay with if I can lose with a new guy that don't know the formula versus a guy that's been here 10 years and had everything. I'm okay with that.
Well, Phil, wait a minute now. Phil, now we got a new defensive coordinator and we got some new things on the horizon now. You got to give this man a chance.
Oh my gosh. Hold up now. How many in the past 10 years, how many times have we said we got a new DC? How many times have we said we got a new head coach? How many times have we said we got a new OC? How many times we said we got new running backs, new receiver, a whole new offensive line with 3 on the first round draft pick? How many times we got to have this conversation with the same quarterback? I'm tired of this conversation. We got to do this and do that. We got to give him a chance because we got a new head coach. We got to give him a chance because we got a new OC, a new DC. 10 years, we done did that 4 times with damn near all those spots. Come on, now.
Corner. Corner. I'm gonna ask football junkie in corner. I'm gonna ask football junkie in corner. Guys, don't y'all feel something is great on the horizon? Give it up.
Say, I'm throw
man, don't y'all
say that again.
Don't you guys feel that there's something great on the horizon, knowing that we got Christian Parker, we're making moves, we're bringing in these free agents. All we need is this defense.
Yeah, there's something great on the horizon. This is Dak's last stand.
No, I'm not.
This is Dak's last stand. For real, this is his last stand. For real, this is his last stand. If that defense comes together quicker than offense, so if that defense within the first 3 weeks go to showing us some probable causes, it's gonna be hell to tell the captain why Dak didn't make it happen. I'm giving them the first 3 to 4 weeks to make that jelly sensation come through. And Dak better have his old Spice game down. Because if he don't, get your ass out of town, buddy.
I like that. I like that.
I'm such a Dak hater. Come on, Corner. You right here with me, Corner. Corner, you right up here with me, man. Listen, come on, you and I, you and I, yes. Corner, tell these guys below, they don't know what they talking about. Come on, Corner.
He ain't got nothing to say because all he can say is what goes up must come down, man. That's all it got to be done, man. What you say?
When I agree with Football Junkie, this is the last dance. This is the last window for Dak Prescott here. I mean, and this comes in a weak free agency class. This comes in a weak draft class. It comes when you don't have a second round pick, but at the end of the day, Dak Prescott had plenty of chances, just like Tony Romo had plenty of chances. and it never added up to anything. When the sun sets on Dak Prescott's career with the Dallas Cowboys, it's going to be, well, he knew how to throw the football and blow up bad teams.
Stop it. That's terrible, man.
He knows how to beat up on bad teams, but when it really mattered, he never showed up.
That's you know.
That's the legacy of Dak
Retro,
Prescott.
you can catch that link if you want to. Bro.
He's
okay. Well, what about Tony Romo? Tony Romo had 10 seasons. Huh?
Yeah, and he didn't do anything.
Phil, you don't talk about Tony Romo like that, Phil.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, the hell I did, man. Bad. Same thing. That second greatest wall ever, man. That offensive line, man. In the big moments, he folded. Tony Romo gonna get you a pick, man. Right when you don't need one, I don't spare none on, man. It's not just me picking on him, man. I'm a fan of the team, bro. And after a while, him and Tony Romo, their career damn near the same almost.
Yeah. It's almost
that offensive line that Dak played when he was 16, Jerry built that for Romo.
Exactly. And Zeke was just a cherry on the top.
There you go. And Zeke was for Romo, man. That career almost the same. I ain't got no favoritism for Romo. Dak has been here a decade. Like Romo was there a decade, and neither one of them won jack shit. They were just known for big plays. Romo was known for his plays with 88, which is dead. I mean, and Dak was known for his plays with 88, which is lamb. They both had 88s where they did good.
And then that outstanding season he had with Miles.
With Miles Sanders, that's corner boy there, Miles Sanders.
Miles
Austin. Miles Austin.
Yeah, Miles Austin was my guy.
He had an all undrafted receiving corps.
And we still won nothing. But let's see what football. And we're gonna end this in just a second. But I want to address this. Let's trade down and capitalize on the value of 2 firsts. And I think what he's saying is, or she's saying is, he's saying, is I would trade that. I would take that 20. Listen to me, guys. I would take that 20th pick, and if they're the Browns or somebody's down there and they want to move up to that 12th pick, I would move down to about 25 to get a second-round pick. I don't know. I would. That gives me 2 first round, a second round, third round, and we're moving on down the line. I don't know, Corner. What do y'all think about that? Would you do that? Would you trade down? Say not give up your second, but you trade down from 20th to about the 25th pick because they want your 12th. But I'm asking. I get that 25th pick, but I want a second round pick as well. Would you take that?
Wait, you're confusing me. So they want our 12.
Yeah.
And so with that 12, we're not swapping first. We're going from 12 to the second, and we're only picking 20.
No. We're swapping. We're going to give them that 12, but they're going to give us their 25th. So we still got our 20th.
Whose team is that?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure who it is. All right, somebody look at it. One of my ratings will pull it up. Somebody will. But
that matters, right?
Yeah, that matters.
It does.
That matters,
it really
man.
does. That's Eagles or somebody, yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
Somebody pull it up.
I wouldn't help the Eagles out at all. I'll push the Eagles down the steps.
I wouldn't even help anybody in my division. I wouldn't help anybody in my division.
The reason I wouldn't do it because the Cowboys need we need to trade up. Why? Because in the top 10 it's hard to lose. And the top 10,
we traded up and got Morris Claiborne.
Don't say it. I was about to say don't say it. But I say that because we don't know how to draft beyond that. Beyond that, we suck. Second round, we suck.
So you're going to trade up to do what? What would that look like?
Man, get one of them top 10 defensive guys, man. One of them guys that go on top 10 on defense because, like Uncensored called it. Uncensored called 11 through 20 no man's land. Where but you want You want to be top 10. If anything, you want to be top 10 because the Cowboys, man, Will McClay terrible. He's terrible. That you need top 10 where you know at least. I know at least one. We need defense. You know some good guys going early on defense. You got if
there's your 25th pick.
Get young. If you're ready to get Dak Prescott is old. Get young everywhere else. Then get your quarterback once he gone. Get young around him first.
So, Phil, you still saying move up, but what do we get in return?
I was just saying why I wouldn't go down because I don't like how they draft as we get to the second round. Look at our second rounds.
We don't have one.
I said look at our second round previously, what we've done.
Okay, guys.
Exactly.
It says the Chicago Bears had the 25th pick.
What's up, Corner?
What's up, dude? Long time no suck.
Long time no suck, huh?
I said talk. Wait a minute.
Oh, sorry. I thought. Okay, sorry.
Wait a minute.
What y'all doing?
No. Nate Dogg, don't you do it.
Nate Dogg.
Nah, he's gonna clip this shit.
Okay. So what was I just got here like a few minutes ago. So what was the first round selections that y'all had or trade downs? I'm just curious what y'all had.
So I said I would, Retro. I said I would if I'm sitting at 12 and 20 and Chicago Bears are sitting at 25th at the 25th pick and they wanted that 12th pick, I would swap to keep my 20th and take the 25th, but I'm also going to request a second round pick as well. Because we can definitely use a second. We don't have a second round pick. So I guess that's the question.
Right.
Would you take that? How would you approach it?
It'd have to be a really good second round pick. But here's the thing: I actually would trade up only to prevent the Redskins and the Giants from getting Sonny Styles. And then I think that's when the teams might throw more if you're in that round, and maybe that's when I would actually do it and actually get a little more value in that trade. And I think, I really do like Styles. He would be a great middle linebacker to have as well, because we all know how good we were at linebacker last season. So, but I would, if he's gone, I wouldn't actually mind drafting a tackle to replace Terrence Steele, because let's face it, Terrence Steele was barely adequate. He had some okay games, but you know how he is in pass protection, abysmal. I think y'all can agree with me on that, right? And I would try to draft another safety. It'd be cool if we got Caleb Downs, but from what I understand, he's fallen for a particular reason, something to do with his knee or something like that. I think it was.
Yeah. But see, let me ask you this, Retro.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. So are we still wanting to draft a cornerback? We got a crowd, and we were just talking about this earlier, but we have a very crowded secondary room.
Right. I would still take one, but maybe not in the first round because probably the good ones might be gone. If there is a solid, a real good one that can be, that can be in the shutdown corner, that's a maybe for me. But here's the thing: I somehow managed to get multiple second rounders, and actually for next year, and I actually managed to use 2 of those and trade for Denzel Ward because I want to have some good veteran presence, and then maybe I can possibly draft a corner. Maybe that guy Ward can be a great mentor and kind of mentor the secondary and pass on some of the knowledge. I think it's good to have some veterans in in offense or defense, that can pass some of their knowledge on to the players. The corner I'm kind of interested in maybe drafting. He's not in the first round. There's maybe a couple. There's maybe Davison. I forget how you pronounce this. Nice. He's from Ohio State, and maybe Dalen Everett. They have some good speed to them. That's what I want. I want a corner that has like that 4.3 speed, possible low 4.4s. That way they can keep it with their receivers, and maybe one can be a shutdown corner. That's the Davison guy. But here's the thing, in defense, I'd like to try to go for safety because Dylan Thonman is one of the guys that I have, that I like to get. We got to get. I understand that, we signed Jalen Thompson, but maybe here's the thing: put Jalen Thompson at strong safety, Dylan Thyman can be your starting free safety because he has that good speed to him. We need some speed in the secondary, but also get some linebackers. Like if we can't get Sonny Styles, which is looking like he might be on the top 10, get a safety. You can get. There's a couple of linebackers I wouldn't mind having. There's that Deontay Lawson you can possibly get, and maybe there's I forget, Anthony Hill Jr. He could be great. And I would also try to trade for a veteran linebacker as well. Like I've heard there's rumors that we were interested in Jordan Brooks. It all depends on what Miami requires from him. That would be great to have. You can have veteran corner. I know the Denzel Ward possibly is just way out there, but if we were to somehow get like multiple picks in the second round, we should definitely use those to get some veterans that can pass their knowledge down onto the younger players. And we know that Christian Parker is pretty damn good as a secondary coach. I don't know if the defense is going to be number one, but I would go ahead.
I'm sorry, I mean to cut you out, but the only thing about that is what we talked about earlier is about, you have a bunch of unproven linebackers, and then you bring in a rookie linebacker along with the unproven linebacker. That could be a risk. That could definitely be a risk.
Yeah, that's why I would trade for a veteran linebacker to kind of he can get the early downs, and then maybe the rookie can come in like in third down passing. That's why it's very beneficial to have some veteran players that can at least pass on their knowledge, and also they can learn from them, and eventually they can be better players down the road with the knowledge they've learned from this veteran.
Yeah.
Whether it be Jordan Brooks or someone else.
Yeah. Since you guys are the last two to come on, I'm gonna ask you guys this question, and before we get out of here. We'll start with you, Phil. So what is it, now that like we're the what you want to call it, the old school defense, or the 4-3 is dead. Look like we're going into a hybrid aggressive type of defense. So what is the blueprint for this defense, what Christian Park is trying to put in place? What do you see this defense as going into the season?
I'll go because I'm gonna get off here. Man, look, man. We know with any defense, you got to build character first. So I think before they be anything sound the body and really playing as one, they got to learn each other. It's all new. Last year, we on my channel, almost every week, we like, who is that guy? Who is that guy? You go get Sam Byrne, and then you go get Clown. We don't have no identity. The dude we got from the Jets came in later. Kenny Clark came in. You gotta build and grow, and now you got a new DC who's never done it at that. Spot. There's a lot of growing and character building with the DC and the players first. Now you about to bring rookies in. I think before they become anything, they gotta build, grow character, and get their identity before they become any type of a force, which I think could take a season. I'm not saying you can't see glimpses of it probably mid-season of what Christian Park can bring with just his knowledge of the game. But as far as identity and all that stuff, I just think it's going to take some time. Him coming from aggressive style defenses, I probably got an idea of what he want to do. He probably want to be aggressive, things like that, and have discipline. But like you were just saying about the linebackers, you got a core you're not too sure of, and now you're going to bring in rookies. We haven't had a decent linebacker core since Van Der Esch and LVE. Van Der Esch and Jalen Smith. We've been honest. We haven't had a good duo since then. Ever since then, it's just been pick and pull, and the defensive front, it been what it been. So I think they got to build character and define themselves with their new DC before we can really say anything. Honestly, man.
Yeah. All right. I appreciate that, Phil. Retro, what do you think? What is this blueprint of this defense that we plan on putting on the field this season?
Well, first off, you got to have a really good defensive line. I think we're okay there. I mean, we could do better. If we are truly going to be running a 3-4, I feel like the nose tackle we signed, he might be okay, but I feel like he's just a depth player. I feel like we need someone in that nose tackle, like gosh, what is that guy that was with the Lions? Reader, I think, DJ Reader, I think is his name, but apparently he might be signing with the Ravens. I would try to call him up and bring him in. That way he can be, a great presence. You have Williams, you have Quinnen Williams at 3-4 defensive end, and possibly Kenny Clark, because I don't know if Kenny Clark can be that nose tackle. honestly. Maybe he could be there for a few downs here and there, but I don't think he has the ability to eat up space. That's what we need in that 3-4. But also guys that, are willing to, understand their assignments, because apparently the biggest problem last year was communication. It seemed like people were not on the same page for whatever reason. I don't know if that's on Eber. I don't know if that's on Eberpuss. That's what I'm calling him. But yeah, that's definitely on him. And Kenneth Murray, whatever. I have no idea why he was out there. That's the thing, because he was flat out fucking terrible. Let's just be honest on that. Yeah. And for whatever reason, Logan Wilson never got the start. Either he came in too little, too late, or just Eberpuss refused to play him. So. But yeah, there's that communication with the linebackers and the secondary. I mean, Deron Bland didn't exactly play all that great either. He had maybe one play, but of course, Washington was not a good team. So there you go.
Right.
But just overall communication with the players, especially the linebackers and the secondary. I think Jalen Thompson was a decent signing. I'm sure he's far better than Donovan Wilson, because God knows he couldn't fucking cover my grandma out there if it was possible. So yeah. But yeah, that's why I would get some speed in that secondary, but at least smart players that can, understand their assignments, understand their zones, understand the gap assignments. Someone that's intelligent, but has some speed to at least match up with the players and communicate well. Whether whoever the leader is going to be, that's going to be, I think, the blueprint going forward. They need to communicate. They need to be in their assignments. They need to have understanding of where they're going to be. That's pretty much what I believe. So there you go.
All right, and that's a good point what you had just stated, because basically it is something that it has yet to be seen what the scheme is gonna look like. So time will tell. Time will tell, corner, and we will know something here soon as we get ready for the countdown. Hey, we're gonna do the live. I don't know, Cowboys corner, what you got going on, but we're gonna definitely do the live. Next Thursday night, man, we're gonna do the first round.
Oh yeah, Cowboys corner and Cowboys blog will be live for the draft.
Yeah,
and this is our 7th or 8th annual live stream. So
okay, well, we'll be chatting in between and everything. So yeah, let's see what's going on. We probably won't do next Wednesday. We as far as the Cowboy Huddle podcast, we'll be doing it on Thursday. We won't do it live on Wednesday. We'll do the draft itself. So, but anyway, man, we're gonna get on out of here. I held you guys a long time. Appreciate everybody that came through, all the Cowboy Corner subscribers and followers and all the Cowboy Huddle podcast folks here and everything, man. We appreciate you guys. You heard my moderator down below. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe, and we appreciate it. And like I always say, continue to be blessed, continue to stay safe, and whatever you do, continue to be kind. Lord knows we need more of it. We're out. Deuce.
Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. The Cowboys Huddle Podcast.